everybody. Welcome to Melanie Smith Stamps. I am Melanie, and today we are going to focus on some foiling. We're going to be using the Spellbinders brand new release of Yana Smakula's Daisies. Yana is known for her floral collections. So I have her complete collection. Welcome, Justine and Jana. Welcome. Happy Friday Eve. Yes, yes, almost the weekend. One more night. My husband always leaves for work tonight saying, "It's Friday." He screams it. So my son, who works with him, they work graveyard shift, and he always holds his ears because my husband screams it as they leave for work at 8 o'clock. So yeah, everyone at the warehouse also hears them. Hey, Lorna. Well, thank you guys for stopping by today. So, like I was saying, we are going to be using Yana Smakula's newest collection, the Daisies, and we're going to do some hot foiling and reverse foiling. Hopefully, it will turn out perfectly. You know, with the Glimmer machine, it's always a little tricky, especially when we're reverse foiling, but I have confidence that we are going to do it great today. We're going to use her BetterPress plates and see the magic happen. So I hope that you all enjoy. I have a few announcements though, so I'm going to turn the camera around unless there's any kind of questions at the beginning of anything. Nice and hot. Yes, nice and hot. And it's not so hot for me anymore because I got this hair cut off. Oh my gosh, I had so much hair. The lady said my hair was a mess. And it was. It was. But it feels so much better since it's short now. So, but yes, I'm going to actually turn the Glimmer machine on so it can get nice and hot while I show you what I have on my desk. So I'm going to turn that around. Randy is actually on dog duty, so I don't have to worry about the dogs barking and squeaking. You might hear them, but I don't have to worry about them. So thank you, Randy. But thank you, Justine. I appreciate that. So let me switch the cameras around here. I gotta just move this over a little bit. There we go. And guess what, guys? I actually did all the camera setup today myself. Knock on wood. You can hear me. You can see me. And everything is working out so far. Knock on something. Okay. So while this is heating up, and I do have you in my camera shot, so that is good. While that's heating up, I wanted to remind anyone or tell you for the first time, if you're here with me for the first time, that the Craft Life Together Challenge for the month, we have had 3 people already enter, and I was worried about this one. This color scheme, woo! It is a challenge, but that's what challenges are all about, and I like a good challenge. But if you're leery of this color scheme, you also have a sketch you can use. So I've given you a way out of the color scheme. You have 3 ways to enter. You can use the colors only, you can use the sketch only, or you can use both. You can enter as many times as you want. You go to Craft Life Together or Craft Life Together with Spellbinders and More Facebook group, join, and use the hashtag CLC April 25 to enter your card. 1 card per post. Get you 1 entry. So the prize this month, and why we're glimmering today, is I'm giving away 3 brand new Glimmer plates from my stash. I am destashing my craft room, and I am destashing them to you guys, or at least some of them. So this is going to be sent to 1 lucky winner. You'll get all of these foil plates, and I'd love for you to come over and participate. So that's 1 The other, of course, is today is Spellbinders release day. So I do have the links down below for the new release. And they also did a bonus for us. So we get $25 off a $100 purchase. And that puts you at free shipping. So I just wanted to let everybody know that that is now on the website too. And usually their sale comes a few days after the new release. So it's like people go shopping and then the sale hits. So this I wanted to make sure everybody knew about. Okay, why do I have my Ulta ink swatches on the table? Did you guys know about these? I don't know if anyone actually knew about those. You can print these off for free on the Ulta new website. I used them. I used them last night to pick my colors. So that's why they were on my desk. But anyways, so what we're going to be doing, let me show you some samples. This is going to be my card on Saturday's video. So make sure you come back Saturday, like and subscribe if you're not already. But we're going to be doing this BetterPress card on Saturday, inking in a couple colors, and then we're going to be coloring. And we've used a different Yana sentiment here, sentiment set. This is, I think it's her Celebrate. Well, I know it's Celebrate, but I'm trying to think here. Hold on. Let's Celebrate Sentiments. I think yeah. This set here that I used for the sentiment because I wanted a little bigger sentiment on this. So I didn't use the stencils, but I hand colored this. We're watercoloring. So we use this though. And it's really cool because when you press, you get the background color is what you're pressing. So I show you how to do that one on Saturday. You get a sneak peek. If you're here, you get a sneak peek. Thank you. And then this one I did last night. And I'm super excited. This is just a card, extra card that I made. I'm not going to have this in a video. But check this out. Look at the bling. Oh my goody. Goody, goody, goody. Look at this embossing folder. Do you see the detail that it gives an A2 card? I am in love. Now all the cardstock here is from my my Paper Insider. It is a quarterly subscription box that I get, and their brand new box is about to hit. So if you've never heard of this before, check out the link. It's kind of like a gift you can give yourself. It's only 4 times a year, and you get all these kind of pretty papers. This paper back here, it's hard to see against the black, but check it out. That's a scrap I had left over. It is the coolest paper. And I even foiled it on their white paper here. And it foiled beautifully on the white paper. And something else too is we are going to be reverse foiling on the Spellbinders specialty card today. They have this in black that you can buy. So if you've ever reversed on this and you realize this is the best thing to reverse on, yes. Have you gotten the box before? Have you ever tried it, Jana? Just try it one time. If you haven't, just try it one time and try it. But they have this available in a 10-pack in black. So I just realized that. I've gotten one sheet of it before, and I didn't realize it was the same thing as this until just today. It says down here, Evo. And that's what the black is that's in my box, is black Evo. And I didn't realize that until just a little bit ago. So I went to the website to see if it was offered by itself, and it was. So I'm going to grab me a pack of black because I've got 1 or 2 sheets, but black to be able to reverse on all the time. Yes, I will reverse more. So, okay, so we are heated up here. I probably shouldn't have left that on there, but that's okay. We're already on here. So we are going to do this in kind of an odd color. We're going to use this dark brass. And so let's cut our paper. I use a specific, just a pair of scissors, just exclusively for my foil, just so it doesn't get mangled or like chipped. Or there are a pair of Teflon scissors that I just had in my stash, so I use those specifically for my glimmer. Let me see if I cut this big enough. Probably not. Nope. I'm always stingy, and then I waste paper or waste glimmer because I'm so stingy. Does that make sense? I should be using that measure thing. I have it, but I'm too lazy to get it out. Okay, now we have a piece big enough. Hold on just a second. Let me grab a piece of paper. It would be good if I had the paper ready, right? Okay. So I'm going to use hammer mill paper, and I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger than the panel, because I want it to be, I want to make sure I get the whole entire panel. Just make sure I cut that bigger. Yeah, a little bigger. A little bigger. No, I didn't. It is actually bigger, but that panel looks bigger than I need it to be. So let's just do this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hello, Sarah. North Carolina. Where in North Carolina? I'm in Georgia, girl. Where in North Carolina are you? I used to live in North Carolina. Okay, I'm going to put the shiny side towards the BetterPress plate. And then your paper. And then that, and I actually did that kind of backwards because I haven't even heated it up that yet. But since this is a big plate, I think it'll be okay. Yes, yes, it is down below, Jana. It is down below in the description below the video. I have my affiliate links for everything I'm showing today. Yes, I'm in Georgia. Yeah. And the new release from Spellbinders is down there. The My Paper Insider's down there. The reminder of the sale. And anything I used in the card samples and stuff is all down there. There's also a visual link supply list also. Hello, Wanda. I used to live, though, Sarah, I used to live in Sylva, North Carolina. We lived there the first 7 years of our marriage. The timer is green, so I'm going to move it over to my Platinum 6. Move out the regular plates. My Platinum 6 is over here on the left. I've got the Lilac Shimmer. Oh my goodness. See, tell me something. If I ever did a crop, I'm thinking this down the line, not anytime soon, but like, you know, people have to think of a 3 to 5 year plan, you know? If I ever did a crop, just a crop, not tons of classes, because I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. But would y'all be interested in a crop? Would y'all actually drive in for a crop? I'm just curious. Winston-Salem. Okay. I'm in Atlanta, so see Atlanta area. But I know there's a lot of people in Florida. There's a few in Atlanta in my group. You would? Okay. Okay. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Yeah, Justine, I think you should drive in. Mobile. Okay. Not too far. Neighbor. Just wondering. Randy and I've talked about it before. It would be really cool. Let's see how this did. Remember, this plate is doing the background. So it's hot foiling all of this, which is kind of like your reverse part, right? So it's hot foiling this and leaving all of this white, which is really cool that Yana has done that. But you know, when you think of Yana's samples, she loves bold, right? And so this looks like it's done good. We're going to see here in just a second. I'm letting it cool just a little bit. You could always, for safe measures, run this through a second time. London, that's awesome. I love seeing it. You're in Lilburn, Georgia, Wanda? Hello? How long are you going to be there? You're only like 40 minutes from me. Maybe not even that. How long are you in town? Look. Look. Oh, your sister is. Yeah, I know, but you said you were visiting, right? Oh, unless you're visiting. Well, next time you're visiting, okay, this is a little underfoiled. Little bit. Not too bad. Okay. Could have ran it through a second time, but not too bad. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Well, Wanda, next time you're in town, let me know. We'll do lunch. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Ah. Okay. With that being underfoiled just a tad, we are going to have a little bit of specks on our reverse foil, but that's okay. I'm still going to do it. We're going to do it because we're just going to see. So let's get our pink, and not pink in Maine, our pink fresh plate out and heat it up. It's underfoiled. Let me show you. See if I can show you. Because there's tiny little bitty specks. Little itty bitty. I don't know if you can see them, but they're little itty bitty specks. And I'm a perfectionist. So those little itty bitty white tiny little specks are there. So when we reverse foil this, you might be able to even see them more here. When we reverse foil this, these little itty bitty specks are going to come off on the paper. Unless we can rub them off. Sometimes you can rub them off the foil here, the foil sheet. Let's see. If you can get them off with your nail, then they won't rub off on your paper. They won't foil onto your paper. But if you notice on my card, let me see what I did with my card. You see I have a lot of bling on my card? Wonder why. Because I had some little tiny dots. Not all of those were dots, but I just kept adding. I had Justine in me. Justine. She loves her bling. But you know, I really liked it when it was done, so I might do that more often. And I just decided to leave this white so we'd have some, you know, just regular white space to let it breathe. So I really thought that turned out really good. And it kind of gives you that triangle effect that makes you look at this, because this is kind of lost, but this makes you kind of draw in to the sentiment. So, but let's see, did I get any of those off? No, there's still kind of there. I can just use my nail here and just see if I can get any of them. But yeah, if you can get those little guys off, you won't have as much transfer. This is just such a nice open white space here. I'd hate for it to all be. And I actually want to try something different. If you all will bear with me. This may or may not work, but I thought we would experiment. I have a piece of card from the Paper Insider. This is an older one. But this side is kind of a specialty card. And I am curious to see if it will foil. So let's just try it. I was going to use the other one, but I just thought, let's try it. Because specialty card is something that a lot of times will foil. If it's got any kind of specialty, like if we were to foil on this right now, it would be perfect. This would be perfect to foil on. Yes, this is Pink Fresh, and I can send you a link for that as well. Probably scrapbook.com would have that. Scrapbook.com right now is 12% off, and you get 3 free gifts. That would be a great place, actually. So let's try this. Let's just see if this would work, because wouldn't that be cool? With the brown instead of white? I think that would be fun. Hey, E. That's okay. Okay, so for reverse foiling, you have to remember the pretty side of the foil always touches the metal. Okay? Because remember, when you're putting this down, we always put it like this, you know? And then the white is the glue. So think of it as glue, and it has to glue to the paper. So that's exactly what we're going to do for reverse foiling. We're going to put the shiny side down on the metal, even though there's not a design on the metal. We're going to put it down. Then we're going to put this down. Now remember, this may not work. Okay, we're testing it. I have glimmered and reverse glimmered on a lot of the Paper Insider paper because they give you a lot of mirror card. I mean, now in those boxes, you only get 1 sheet of each, but they always coordinate. So you get, like, you know, if there's a red set, you'll get a glitter, a foil, a mirror, and then you'll get cardstocks also. Okay, I just went kind of fast through here, so I'm going to reverse it also. But I'm going to hold my plates so they don't move any. And then I'm going to reverse back just to give it extra time on the heat. Because I went kind of fast because I was talking. I always try to go really slow through the Platinum 6 when it's heat involved. Okay. So let's put this back and let's see what happened. Let's Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay, so you can hear me now? Oh, I did absolutely nothing. Ooh, those gremlins. I did absolutely nothing. Last time Zachary said that happened, Zachary said I hit the mute button. The mute button, there's one down here, and there's one I have to touch the computer that's way up here. And I'm like, I did not touch the mute button. And he says, it was hooked. It was touched, Mom. And I'm like, I want to get through this live by myself without him. So Thank you. I'm glad. I started hitting mute and unmuting just to see if that would kick the gremlins in their butt. Excuse me, YouTube. I said a little word. Hopefully they don't kick me off YouTube. But, okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Please. Little underfoil. Little. Not much. Okay, it's a very vintage look, but we got some of it. Kind of cool. That is really cool. It's weird the way it did it, but it's really cool. Isn't that neat? I like that. Okay, so here are our two foils. Shiny, shiny, I know. Okay, so I believe in my massive amounts of things here that I have sentiments that will work on this. Let's see. I think I did two. There's one that's in copper. And yes, I've got two copper ones. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, because I didn't want you to have to sit here for too long. And I wanted to make something. So, at least one. So, turn that one. Get this cleaned up real quick. And then we will do a tiny bit of stenciling. Let me cut this down. I know I like a bit of shiny in my life. Someone needs some pineapple juice for their cough. Oh. Hey, Randy. You need pineapple juice for your cough. I'm so sorry. He has had that cough for 2 weeks. And he doesn't have his ears in, so he can't hear me. He has hearing aids, so he can't hear me talking to him in there. Poor thing. But yes, he does. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think he has bronchitis, and he won't go to the doctor. So you're right, he does. Okay, so this is over. That plate is over A2. So I don't want to lose that flower, so I'm going to go this way. And lose a little of this one. I should be down here so you can see what I'm doing. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, where in the South are you? And how do you say that? Chaotic bliss. Chaotic bliss. Because we were just talking about the South. Did you say? I may not have seen your name when you were saying it. We'll go ahead and just cut this down at the same time. Oh, you're in Alabama too. Well, awesome. We have two Alabamans in the house. Alabamans? Is that a word? Alabamans? I got neighbors in the house. I had no idea. This is so pretty. So pretty. I think I like this one better than that one. But we hadn't put color on that one yet. You were in the military? I was an Air Force brat. My daddy was in the military. Okay, let me grab my ever-loved sticky mat, which I didn't clean beforehand, but we'll survive. Okay, so this was the Daisy Trio. And then the stencils was the Crafty Hugs Sentiment. I'm not 100% sure. There is a Crafty's Hug sentiment in here, but all the rest of them are everyday sentiments. And then for the stencils for this, on my sample that I did in purple, let me grab it. Hold on. On this, I only used stencil number 1. That's the only thing I used. So we'll see which ones we use here. So stencil number 1 is this one. And I'm going to use the same colors as I did the other one just to make life easy. Could go different, but we're going to change the flowers up though. We're going to do a little on the flowers. Look at you. How far apart are you guys? Just curious. Do you already know each other? I love making crafty friends. Crafty friends is where it's at. That's why I promote craft life together. I love seeing people get together for crafting. Justine and I are actually getting together for crafting in June. We get to meet for the first time. Can you believe that? We feel like we already know each other, but we are going to meet for the first time. All right, get my blender brushes out. Let's put those right there. Okay, I am going to use buttercream and caramel toffee for the yellow centers. And I'm going to use Firefly and Aloe Vera for the greens. So we'll just put those there and there. And I've got a couple blender brushes to use as well. All right, let's start with the yellow. Well, I see a retreat in our future. We need to do a retreat, or even if it's just a little weekend get together or something. We need to craft life together, guys. If we're all so close together, even if it's just a hotel crash or something, we need to do it if we're this close. What am I thinking? I'm thinking about crafting somewhere else. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Pay attention to what you're doing. Stop reading the chat for a minute, Melanie. So I am going to kind of blend the tops of, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can blend the whole thing. But the tops of the centers, that's because I don't want to get to the stems. I don't want to hit the stems. But let me get my masking anyways, just so I don't mess up. This stem here is a little close. And actually, I can just rip that in half. I love using mint tape for my masking of stencils because it's just so easy on and easy off. It doesn't have a whole lot of stick. And it's paper, so you just, it slides right over it. So I don't like using it much for my die cuts because it doesn't, you can't use it over and over and over and over because it is so less stick. But if it's something that you're worried about stuff sticking too much to your paper, I will use it. You know, if it's a really delicate paper going through a die cut machine, I will use the mint tape. It's just a good, really delicate. Hey, Anne. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to see you in May, next month. Are you ready for Nashville? We are going to the Nashville Craft Retreat. We were just talking about crafting life together. I'm going to give this some shadow down here. These two are in the same collection, but I skipped a color. There's a medium color that goes in here, and I wanted to have a dramatic color change between those, so it was really noticeable. So that's the reason I chose to jump a color. And I'm just trying to do, I want a cast shadow is kind of what I'm after. So that's the reason I decided to do that. That's awesome. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Crafting life together. Just give that a good blend with nothing on the brush. And actually, you can, if you feel like your line is too harsh, you can come in with the lighter one and just kind of blend over it a little. There we go. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to switch to the greens. What you missed, Anne, is we reversed it on some of the My Paper Insider paper and did the reverse on this one. And then this is the original that we've got here. Yana Smakula's new release is her BetterPress plates are kind of the opposite of the norm. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm going to do aloe vera, which is your lighter green. I don't know about you guys, but I love stenciling. It is so calming. I could stencil all day long. It is like one of the most calming things. That and using Tim Holtz watercolor. Yes. Recollections. Let's see, that's Michael's, right? Isn't Recollection Michael's? Their foil cardstock will probably work for reverse. We should try that out sometime. I have some of it. But yeah, it should. Yes. Give it a try. Give it a try. The slicker the paper, the better. Any of your foil cardstock, you're going to get a better reaction than with the regular cardstock. So, and that's the synthetic part of it. It's the synthetic, the slick is what you need. So try anything in your stash that's got that glossy. Like if you have white glossy paper, if you think of like the Stampin' Up! Original glossy paper that we used to get, I still have a whole stash of that. I know a lot of you probably started with Stampin' Up! I did. I was with Stampin' Up! For 11 years. But that glossy paper, that kind of feel is amazing with reverse. So that's why your foils, and then, you know, with foil, you get all the colors. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, for the firefly, it's the darker one. So I'm just going to go from the bottom up to where like the stems meet here and little up the leaves there. Just to give it a little dimension. That's all I'm going to do. Okay. So that's your stencil one. And that is all I did on the sample, the purple sample. So now let's see. Now we're charting into new territory for me. So let's see how these work. Because we're going to add a little bit of pink. Going to be different. And we'll see what we get. Now remember, your foil is going to is going to, what is it called? Resist any ink that you get on it, so it will rub off. So if you accidentally get outside the lines or anything like that, because it's all foiled, you don't have to worry about it. But I still want to get it on here so all the white gets covered. So I'm taking my time, in other words. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I got strawberry. I wanted a really soft pink to start with, just to see if I liked it. And I don't want to lose all my white. I'm going to try to go just like a little and try and see if I like that. We always can come back in and add a little bit more, you know? So is this, you know what? We're going to get more of a vintage look because I don't think this is a pink. I don't think this is a pink brush. I think this is a brown brush. So we may have just made our, flower pink and made it brown instead of pink. Where's my rag? You know what? My pants will have to do. Yep, we just used a brown brush on our flowers. So this one's going to turn pink as we go. It'll have some cast shadows up there. No one will ever know. Especially because we'll put more pink on it. Okay, so I want those tips to be little highlights. Isn't it fun when you make mistakes right in live video? But you know, the cool thing about that is you can show how to fix them. Okie dokie, let's do these. This is so much fun crafting with y'all. I just get lost. I don't have to worry about editing my video, and I can just sit here and talk to you and just be myself. Hello, Justine. Welcome back. I was talking about you. Is that why you came back? Was your ears burning? Or you were probably off crafting, weren't you? What are you working on? Okay, let's see what this looks like. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, that's number 1. Oh. She's been lurking. Thank you for being there, bestie. I was sleeping when your live was this morning, so I'm going to go back and watch the replay in just a little bit. Did you have fun in your live? How did the wax seals turn out? I cannot wait to see them. Did everybody else in here needs to make sure to go watch Justine's live from this morning? It's like we're tag teaming. We didn't even realize it until last night that we had tag team lives. You would think we had planned it, but we might have to just keep doing that. It's kind of fun knowing that we were both live on the same day without even trying. Oh, cool. I can't wait. I'm going to do that after this. I'm going to go watch it. Thank you. Yes, it is fun. It's like we're together, you know? You know, I couldn't even tell this up here that this was a brown blender brush when I started. I think it was really pale though. So I think they were close enough in color you can't even tell. I really wanted this to kind of look vintage. So I'm glad that it's kind of turning out that way. Look at there. And then I have the dusty pink, but I don't know if I want to go darker. Let's see how dark it is. Let's get a scrap. Oh, well, that's neat. Do I want to go darker? Just in the centers? I'm thinking maybe just in the centers. Let me see what the next stencil is going to be doing. I think the next scent is going to be just the shadows. Yeah, so we won't be doing the next stencil because it's the shadows. So I think I'm going to do just a tiny bit. Okay. I don't know, I'm nervous. Let's see, is the pink really pale? I don't see it on the paper or TV. Yeah, it is. It's super pale. It's super pale. That's why I'm going to add just a little bit of dusty pink in the middle. I wanted it to be really light pink, though. You'll see it better when I take it off of the sticky mat. I did really want to see the, oh, I'm so sorry you're having to listen to my husband. I wanted to, it to be kind of light and not too pink. But this will give, this will give some extra punch of pink. Doggy's going out. Yeah, this will give it a punch of pink a little bit and more, and you'll see it a little more now. Yeah, I want it to, you know, have kind of that vintage brown and pink look is what I was going after. Put this one back on. This is Stencil 2 now. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that through about Randy and his cold when I asked him to watch the dogs for me. I was not thinking that one really well. I probably should have just put them in their kennels. No, you're not going blind. See, strawberry is super light. I actually did that on purpose. Yeah, I went and I looked on, that's why I had my chart out, my Altenew chart. Is because I went to look for the lightest pink. So I did have a method to my madness. I'm just kind of going around the center of the flower. And that'll give it a dusting. Now, and remember, my lights are super bright for filming, so you may not even see it very well, but it's there. So now I don't know. See, you could probably see the underfoiling now better. See all the little tiny dots? That's the underfoiling that I could, if I would have ran it through a second time, that wouldn't have been a problem. Also, if I would have used the specialty paper, that wouldn't have happened. But because I wanted to color this, the specialty paper is plastic. It's like a plastic paper. It's synthetic, and it wouldn't have taken the color well. So I wanted to use the hammer mill paper to be able to get the look. So we will just jazz this up with some embellishments and hopefully distract that. And yeah, I think for a vintage look, that doesn't matter. You know, the vintage is what I was after. So I think for that look, it doesn't really matter that all that little speckles are there. And it's good that it wasn't just one or two, because it looks like it was done on purpose, you know, because it's just kind of that look of distress, you know. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's move these out of our way. Try to kind of move it to one place on the side so I can clean up afterwards. The foil set that my foil came in is this one here. This is an old box of it, but it is linked also. I linked it though. I linked it with just this color or the 4-pack. Okay, so here are our cards, and I have our card bases, and I have our bling and our sentiments. So let me grab this right here. Check for our size here. Yeah, our card bases are a little big. So I'm going to cut this down a little. Yeah, exactly. It worked. It worked. I am happy with it. I cut these card bases myself so they would be top folding. And they are just a tad too big. So I'm going to cut them down a little bit. And it's funny because I cut them both from the same piece of paper. I'm cutting through 2 pieces of paper, very thick, 110 cardstock there, so that's why I was being ginger with it and giving it its something is off a little bit. Just a tad. It's probably me. It would be good if I was doing this on a flat surface. I know I'm being quiet, but I'm concentrating. Y'all do that? You get really quiet when you're concentrating. When you're taking off a slivers. Okay. I think we're good. No, it might be a little too small, but that's okay. Rather be too small than too big. And yep, this one, yeah, I was just off. I'm going to actually cut the bottom of this a tad because it's got a little gold on the bottom. I told you I was a perfectionist, guys. There we go. Okay. Didn't I tell you? I'm cray cray. I am cray cray. Sometimes a card will take me all night to make. Thank you. I know brown is not my color either, but I've been having fun with different colors, so. All right. Perfecto. Now, I am going to use sticky tape, or this tape, because when you use glue, which I'm prone to use all the time, it shows for your specialty card. So I don't usually like tape runner, but for specialty card it's really important. And then I'm just using this to line up. There we go. And we'll do this. Whoops. I use a lot because I like them to be secure. I don't want someone getting my card and then it falling apart. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I know, mine too. A lot of times, mine are too. You know what? That's the nice thing about angled photography. You take angles. Sometimes people don't realize it. I'm telling you all my secrets. You know, only people in here get to hear my secrets. It's only you guys. You guys. Only the only ones get my secrets. Sometimes. Now those ones don't get given out though. I don't share them. Let's see. I've got these two. Where's my other one? See how I reversed these? Look at that. Is that not cool? I thought that was really cool in black. Where did my other one go? I only made two. Okay, now, where are you? That is crazy. They were just on top. Oh, right there, right in front of me. Look at that. Oh, I just love this card. I did not realize I was going to like that one as much. Okay, I do have some bling. I do have some bling picked out to look at here for a second. And then let's see what we like. This copper needs, I don't know, something lighter. Not, I don't know. Maybe I'll bring some pink in. I do have a couple that have some. This has pink and copper in it. Sunglasses. What do these look like on there? It kind of takes away from the vintage vibe, doesn't it? kind of does. Okay, so I do have some brass ones, bronze ones. Oh, I just lost one. Let's see. If you see something you love, tell me. These are champagne. This is always the hardest part. Maybe I'll just put these on it here. These copper. These are actually copper, but they're blingy. But they're actual copper. The same color as the background. Kind of like these here. Ooh. Okay, those are our choices. I think I'm going copper here. Which ones? Anne, you can see what best? I'm going to put the sentiments on while y'all chat among yourself. You get me input about the, oh, these little Pink Fresh champagne ones? I'll put the sentiments on. If there's any more input, y'all let me know. Over here I had the champagne, I had these pearls, I had these. This is the champagne one. Put it back on there. Yeah, they kind of almost pull in the pink. Yeah, okay. And I'm getting the sentiments on. And then we will actually have 2 cards done. I didn't think we'd get the second card done. But it just kind of happened, you know? I didn't realize I like it so much. Oh, well, we put that right there. I think this just a note is classy. It's classy. And sequins or pearls? I like you guys picking for me. Okay, get this one adhesive on. I'm using the 1mm adhesive. I have really been using these 1mm adhesives a lot more than the 2mm. They're not as bulky. I really have been liking them. Usually I stack them up, but I didn't die cut extras. Okay, pearls wins. These are really pretty pearls. I like that they're matte. I've got matte ones and I've got these. These have like an AB finish. I got these at Scrapbook too. Scrapbook.com. Goodness. I didn't think I liked these sentiments when I saw them in the package, but now that I see them on the projects, I like them. But at first I was like, I don't know. Okay. Let's get the glue gun out. Get these. I can put out away the extras in a little bit. Move off what we're not using. And get our little picker out and we will be done. Make sure our glue's flowing. Yes, it's a good day. Generous, Melanie, generous. That is what's way too much. Ah, someone is making our doorbell ring. Okay. I am just gonna pick because I can. So we'll put 3 there, a couple, and maybe we'll just keep them around the sentiment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna use different sizes. I like these because they have different sizes. No, not yet. Almost.
All right.
Isn't that wonderful? Are you done? Oh, that's too big. I love these little tiny ones. They're my favorites. That one was probably too big. Okay. Yeah, puppy, husband, doorbell, coughing. It's been a glorious day. Okay. I'm trying to hurry, so my placement may not be wonderful. All right. Let's look here where we want these. I think the pearl. Oh no, those are the wrong pearls. I don't want those pearls. I want these pearls. Just get a couple. That's my Papillon that is making. Oh, that's sweet. That's my Papillon being all yappy. He's the one that had the broken leg, for any of you that follow the story. He is all better, and he, for some reason, he had to have been abused. He was a puppy mill dog, and I rescued him from the lady that got him from the puppy mill. She drove all the way to North Carolina, about 8 hours, and picked him up, not realizing it was a puppy mill, and got him home, had him 3 weeks, and then he jumped off the back of the couch and broke his leg in 2 pieces. So she could not afford the surgery, and really nobody should have to afford that surgery. That surgery was horrendous. But I love Papillons, and we had lost one about a year before. There's a little mark right there, so I'm going to cover that up because I don't like it. So we rescued the little guy, and he looks just like my old one, except he doesn't have white on his head. He has all black head. So that is his story, but he does not like men. He likes men, but he doesn't like them standing over him. And if they get near me, forget it. Forget it. He bites. So he's very protective of mommy, and he's getting used to daddy. But if mommy's sitting on the couch and daddy comes to give mommy a goodbye kiss, you watch out, because he's growling and trying to bite. But his name is Lucky for the exact reason is we were lucky to get him. And $6,000 later, we are lucky to still have him. And healthy. Very healthy. So he's got rods and screws and all that good jazz. And he is very beautiful. So here are our lovelies. And we have foiled and reverse. But they look, this is what foiled would normally look like, and this is what reverse would normally look like. But with Yana's collection, and this one here is exactly the same. This is the type plate, that this one is the same type plate. And this is a 5x7 though. Did y'all realize that? This one is 5x7 and this one is A2. So for all you 5x7 lovers out there, this one is available also. So that's what we did this card in. And this is your video on Saturday. So make sure you come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I appreciate you coming out. And I will see you Saturday. Let me come back and say goodbye to you. I will see you on Saturday. The reverse is your favorite. Yes, me too. I was shocked. It's the tan paper. It's the specialty paper. Yeah. And in my Paper Insider box, they picked me up this year as a designer for them. And so I'm getting the box so I can reveal it. And as soon as I get it, I will open it with you guys. So that link is down below if you guys want to get a surprise box. And don't watch my video if you want it to be a surprise, because I'm opening the box with you. I don't open it before you guys. I mean, I open it when I get it on live on with you. So, yeah, I should actually do it live. That would actually be cool to do it on the Thursday live. But it's really pretty. It's always pretty. So, but anyways, that link is below if y'all are interested in the pretty papers. But I just appreciate your support. And I think, you know, you guys from Alabama, you know, the two of you that are super close, y'all should message me. Okay? Craft life together. Bye-bye for now.